Introducing first from Johannesburg, South Africa, weighing 225 pounds, Leo Kruger.
2 weeks ago, Leo Kruger won a very competitive triple threat match to become the #1 contender for the NXT Championship. Kruger served notice that he intends to reign here at NXT.
And at 232 pounds from Lucerne, Switzerland, Antonio Cesaro.
And now residing in the United States, Antonio Cesaro bringing the Gadsden flag to the ring, part of Zeb Coulter's America. Cesaro, a tough superstar that I know, Mr. Regal, you admire.
I certainly do, yes. The word throwback gets used a lot in conjunction with Antonio Cesaro, but it's true, he is a throwback to everything that's good about this industry from years ago.
And their opponents from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 200 pounds, Sami Zayn.
Ever since Sami Zayn made his NXT debut by winning 2 matches on the same night, including one over Antonio Cesaro, Zayn has become a fan favorite.
And from Brooksville, Florida, weighing 230 pounds, NXT champion Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas says that this is just the beginning. His NXT championship reign began when he defeated the previously undefeated Biggie Langston. Bo Dallas' toughness has been praised by you in the past on many occasions.
We know he's got incredible resiliency, but now he's got a huge target on his back. Does he think that Sami Zayn doesn't want a piece of him? Does he think that everybody here in NXT doesn't want a piece of him? Of course he does, and he knows that, and he puts a lot of pressure on the young man.
Steely-eyed determination in the eyes of Antonio Cesaro, the former United States champion, yields the start to Leo Kruger. And it's Kruger squaring off against Sami Zayn at the start. This is a tag team matchup that has drawn a lot of attention and anticipation. What do you expect?
I expect to see 4 great competitors compete with their hearts out. You know, this is what this is all about, when you see great young men like this competing against each other. This is a new matchup for us to see here, I believe.
Sami Zayn, his Syrian roots.
WWE officials will be watching this very closely because they've got high hopes for all of these young men here.
Explosive takedown by Zayn at the start. Talked about his Syrian roots. Also grew up in Montreal. Truly an international road to WWE and NXT. 29 countries Sami Zayn competed in his sports entertainment career before being signed. He called it the road less traveled. Arm drag takedown by Sami Zayn, back-to-back arm drags. A third in a row. I know you've talked about his technical ability in the past.
Yes, just great wrestling there. You don't see too much of that. Just in that, the way his fluid motion and that well-traveled road that he's taken, that shows here.
Tag made. The NXT champion, Bo Dallas, came up empty. Our first look at Bo Dallas in the tag team matchup.
Bo Dallas actually tagged himself in them. That can sometimes happen in tag matches like this because you've got 4 people that aren't usual partners, and so they're not on the same page as a regular tag team would be.
You can hear the NXT fans chanting, "We the people." That's the familiar refrain of Zeb Coulter's America. Look at an arm drag there from Bo Dallas back to back. The NXT champions have been Seth Rollins and Big E Langston, both mainstays on the main roster, and Bo Dallas wants to get there.
And that's the quickest way to get there. If you're the NXT champion, you're the man that everybody in the WWE and all the officials in the WWE are looking at next to make it to the main roster. It's as simple as that.
The strength of Antonio Cesaro. 232 pounds. Cesaro patterns his in-ring attack after Alexander Karelin. Look at that boot! Size 13 on target. Karelin, an amateur competitor that didn't lose for 13 consecutive years. Drop kick by Dallas. A back and forth matchup. Tags made. Here comes Zayn. Stalking Cesaro outside the ring. Frantic pace right now. Leo Kruger's offense, Mr. Regal. What are you seeing?
Well, I think Antonio Cesaro knew exactly what he was doing there. They may not be a regular team, Antonio Cesaro and Leo Kruger, but Antonio Cesaro used the ring to great advantage. He knew that Leo Kruger would take advantage of that opportunity.
What a powerful clothesline.
And deck Sami Zayn.
Decked is the right word. Sami Zayn flat on his back. Can Cesaro? This tag team matchup continuing to heat up here on NXT. Our main event here on NXT, tag team action. It's Leo Kruger taking on Sami Zayn in the ring. Bo Dallas and Antonio Cesaro looking on. Ooh! Snap suplex. Kruger for the cover. Zayn kicks out at 2. We have seen a high level of action in this tag team matchup.
And you wouldn't expect any less from 4 great competitors, but this is where Antonio Cesaro and Leo Kruger are at the best, when they take down their opponent and they're isolating him. They're actually working well as a team at the moment.
Ooh, European uppercut on the money. Cesaro, is it enough to end the match?
Do you know why most European wrestlers are very good at uppercuts? Because a punch in any form was illegal in any kind of European wrestling. So you had to figure another way of knocking down your opponent. There we go.
Well, it's Cesaro with the chin lock.
The cranial crank is what he likes to call this, and that's exactly what it is. I know, because he's put it on me. Ooh. Almost knocked me out. The only thing that kept me going was the fact that he loosed it and put me in his Gotch neutralizer.
Cesaro keeping the pressure on Zayn in the corner, the tag made, and now it's Kruger, the legal man. The #1 contender for the NXT Championship with a headbutt.
I like a man who uses a headbutt.
Ooh!
Takes a very warped individual to use a headbutt all the time.
In for the victory, leg hooked. And a kick out at 2 by Zayn, staying alive. The heart and character of Sami Zayn has been established in his relatively short time here at NXT.
This may sound simple, but you see what Sami Zayn's doing here. He knows that the most important thing that he has to do is to make that tag to his partner. Sometimes when singles wrestlers compete as tag teams, they forget that they have a partner that can get them out of trouble. But Sami Zayn's been around long enough. He's got the experience. He knows he has to. He's in trouble. He has to make that tag to Bo Dallas.
The balance. Kruger down, folded up. Count to 2. Back and forth action, Mr. Regal. Very competitive matchup in our main event. The strength of Leo Kruger dragging Zayn, and a tag made. Oh!
Goodness gracious, man.
Savage offense there. Cesaro, the legal man. Zayn anguished.
And for people that you know, both abductors there are highly strained, and it makes it hard for you to use your legs in such an instance.
Earlier, you talked about Cesaro being a throwback. You notice no knee pads, no elbow pads. Cesaro loves being the enemy. And the Swiss Superman has compared himself to a Swiss Army knife, utilizing the right tool for the right matchup. His versatility, something that Cesaro takes great pride in. Cesaro in control right now. Is it enough to end the match? Unable to close it out. Again, Zayn staying alive. Tag made, and the pressure stays on. You've talked to us many times about tag strategy, keeping the opponent isolated.
And trying, if possible, to keep them in your half or even your quarter of the ring. Because it's such a long, it really feels like 1,000 miles when you've got to try and crawl back to that, to your partner to make that tag.
A vulnerable position right now for Sami Zayn. It has been so long. There's a cover. So long since Bo Dallas has been in the matchup.
You can see the great skill that Leo Kruger has there. He knows that just a simple thing, putting your shin across somebody's ear or across their cheekbone, it holds them in place, and they have real trouble moving.
Cesaro now the legal man. We can see Zayn struggling just to try and create space. It has been a suffocating offensive attack from Cesaro and Leo Kruger, the #1 contender for the NXT crown. Oh, a boot by Zayn! Is that a turning point?
He's got to make this tag.
Couldn't get there. Kruger stacked up, tag made! Here comes Dallas! Bo Dallas fresh and effective right away. Bo Dallas! Kruger down for the victory. Cesaro slides in to preserve.
As any good partner would do.
Zayn sending Cesaro out. What a battle. We've got a fight in the main event. This fight extending beyond the 20-by-20. Up the ramp, Zayn and Cesaro. Zayn and Cesaro have left the arena. Power slam, Bo Dallas. Kruger trying to get away. Wild action, Mr. Eagle. Oh, a knee to the chin. Oh, the slice. Kruger.
Here are your winners, Leo Kruger and Antonio Cesaro.
In South Africa, Leo Kruger says they say goodbye by saying ta-ta. The end of this matchup came with Kruger's slice. Was this the turning point, Mr. Regal?
It certainly was, yes. Leo Kruger saw an opportunity, put that knee up, hit Bo Dallas right on the point of the chin, and now he hits him with a 100-mile-an-hour slice. Right across the chin again, knocks out Bo Dallas.
What a message sent by the #1 contender.
And what a confidence booster as well.
Yes. Leo Kruger and Antonio Cesaro victorious in a tag team main event we will be talking about for quite some time. The excitement of NXT